I just posted recently on my blog that I think that every method of cast-ons has been explored. Of course, as soon as I say that, I find another one. This version of Longtail is very similar to the two-needle version of Longtail that is featured in Fundamentals of Knitting by Miss Hyatt. She suggests you use 2 needles to do your cast on. One is standard size, and I just dropped one obviously. One is standard size needle, and one is small needle, and the small needle works to hold the thumb yarn. A quick review. What you do is set up for a standard Longtail. Both needles go in to the thumb yarn. The stitch only goes on the needle you're using. This loop is backed off, put onto the smaller needle, and then snugged up. And no matter how hard you snug this needle is going to prevent this stitch from getting too tight. So again, then what she suggests after doing this is that you rotate the needles. And see there what we've done when we've rotated them? We've put a twist in. And putting a twist in always makes things stretchier. And she suggests this as a stretchy, durable Longtail. So once again, let's do it. It's both needles into the thumb. Pick up the index yarn with the needle you're going to be knitting with. Put the thumb loop onto the smaller needle. Snug it up. And then twist the needles round so that there is a twist in the stitches before you start to do the next cast on stitch. Now I still do this very slow because I don't do it very often. And then rotate the needles down to create a twist in 1, 2. Okay, so that's one method, a 2-needle version of Longtail cast on that really works, unlike holding 2 needles together and working over 2 needles, which makes this stitch huge and does nothing to protect the size of this stitch. What happens now when I'm ready to knit and I pull out this small stitch, I have a Longtail cast on that stretches out. I recently just seen that you can do this without the second needle. What I mean by that is you can make a standard Longtail cast on. Be careful not to snug it up. See, the stitches are open. Bring the needle down, around, and towards you. Now the yarns are twisted. Make a standard Longtail. Don't tighten it up too much. Bring the needle to the back, to the front, and around so as to twist the stitches. Make a standard Longtail. Rotate the needles. Now you could actually, and I've done this, is rotate the yarn this way. But that doesn't put a full twist in it, and it changes your thumb yarn to your index finger yarn, and your index finger yarn to your thumb yarn, and then make a stitch. And again, rotate the thumb yarn up to the index down to the thumb, make a stitch. But this is only a half twist. So we do a half twist. When you do this method of bringing it down and around and over, you get a full twist. You don't get a half twist. And I don't know how much stretchier it is. I haven't experimented. So it is stretchier. Here's the full twist. Here's the half twist. So there are options with using twists between your stitches for getting a looser cast on.